Shoe of the year. What is shoe of the year exactly?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Turn my music up, turn my music up. Trunk shit now, trunk shit now, trunk shit now.
Give me your thoughts and opinions down below. This video is not to say that this shoe I got is gonna win shoe of the year, but in my book, it is shoe of the year. I know this is the second time this is the first time I've changed my answer for shoe of the year, because at first I thought a certain shoe was the shoe of the year, but now I'm picking this one shoe of the year. And with that being said, I got rid of the other shoe that I thought was shoe of the year, but still could be. Just in my opinion, it's not. Does that make sense? Let's start the video. What's going on, YouTube? So the question, shoe of the year. What's shoe of the year? What's gonna win shoe of the year? When did shoe of the year really start? No, seriously. When did that really start? I know over the last couple of years, over the last 4 or 5 years, we've been interested in seeing Complex's biggest, seeing their top 10 or top 20 of the year, then go all the way down to number 1 and count down to shoe of the year that the whole panel agrees on, which they have different people, different guests on the panel. Usually it's Mr. Weatherspoon, I think DJ Kent or whatever, DJ Clark Kent or whatever. But yeah, and things like that, and Joe from Complex, of course. And they have different guests or whatever, and they count down the panels, and they do the top 10 or top 20 countdown and get down to number 1, and then call it the shoe of the year. So my question to y'all is, do you think we've already seen our shoe of the year? Has it already released this year? Or are we still in a rude awakening are we still awaiting the shoe of the year? Is there a chance? Me, myself, personally, I think shoe of the year has already released, and I was fortunate enough to copy it. But before that, we're gonna go ahead and count down the contenders, or the shoes that I think that other people would consider shoe of the year. Let's go ahead and knock out one. The Dior Jordan 1 High. Okay, you can even throw the low in the same category. Okay, this shoe right here is dope as hell. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. It's dope as hell. It is, but it was not. It's not attainable. It was not reachable. It was not there for the people to grab. This was a hard cop, which makes hype beasts in general, or makes everybody really, really want it. It makes the want for the shoe go up there. And this is why I'm getting it out the way first, because I do not think it's shoe of the year. Okay, let's go ahead and say that. I don't think it's shoe of the year at all. I do think it is one of the top 10 shoes to release, even the top 5, if you want to throw it up there. But it's just, for me, I think it's not top 10, regardless. And if it wasn't Dior, it wouldn't even be a top 10 colorway, in my opinion. So, with that one out the way, okay, the Dior, y'all comment down below whatever yours is. It's probably number 1 for a lot of people. And if you do have the Diors, congrats to you, because that's a bank. That's a check. That's bank. If I had them, they're sold. Let's get to some shoes that I think the people may like and may consider shoe of the year. If you're an OG like myself and you're in your own stubborn ways, there's a lot of shoes that released this year of OG retros that Jordan actually wore, or that Jordan that released around our times growing up in childhood that we really, really wanted. And one that comes to mind that made a big fuss and was going for a lot of money before the release got here, and it was really, really, really breaking the internet in my opinion for a GR, would be bam, the Flint 13s. Now a lot of people wanted this shoe and was waiting on this shoe. And I remember when this shoe released, when I was I think I was graduating high school or whatever, and these joints released, and everybody, this was the talk of all the Jordan hitters that was getting them, because I wasn't able to get them, but I was too busy trying to do other things. But everybody was talking about this shoe, man. This shoe is highly sought after. It's an OG classic. This is a fire shoe, fire colorway. They did add the OG 3M to it. So, and with that being said, I do think a lot of people will hold this as their shoe of the year. Now, do I think it's shoe of the year? No. I mean, I'm not one of those OGs that's just going to be stuck in the way of saying all OG retros are better than the new things. And this is 2020. that is no longer true. Now I still love my OGs. Don't get it twisted. And if I had to get rid of shoes, of course, a couple of the OGs would still be kept out of everything I got back here. But don't get it twisted, man. The new stuff is banging, man. Some of this new stuff is banging, man. We got new collabs, and if you ain't a collab, it really ain't hot these days. But to some people. But yeah, Flint 13s, man, definitely on that list. One of the dopest Jordan retros to release this year, and we got to be talking about probably the dopest Jordan 3 period to release, other than that women's colorway that released like last week that nobody could get their hands on pretty. But bam, you got these, the UNC 3s, man. This is a dope Jordan retro. The quality on this thing is fire. With them removing the North Carolina logo for the UNC and putting that stitch Jumpman, the size that it is on that tongue, these are fire, bro. These actually are, to me, they're definitely in my top 5 for the year. These are fire. These are dope. It's a dope colorway. The elephant print stands out. It's like more of an off-whitish elephant print. And Jordan Brand really executed this shoe to perfection. And I do think it is in the top 5. And it could very well be somebody's sneaker of the year. The Jordan UNC 3s. Next shoe I'm going to talk about real quick will be the shoe that I traded away. Now, my number 1 shoe that's going to be the shoe that I'm already saying the sneaker of the year. We'll talk about it in a minute. Y'all probably can already guess what that is. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But the shoe I'm talking about right now that has a big chance of being sneaker of the year to a lot of people, especially the people that's in the dunk world. I'm talking about the Chunky Dunky Ben & Jerry Nike Dunks, man. Yes, and y'all like, Mike, you hit on Sneakers App for the Chunky Dunky Dunks. Yes, I did. And I was going to plan on holding those shoes. People, I was planning on holding those shoes until around December or, maybe spring of next year, just to see where the prices may go. And you really can't win or lose with that because they cost $100 retail, people. $100. So that shoe could very well be sneaker of the year. I had them in hand, done reviews on them, held them for quite a while. But if you don't know, I sold them. Yep. I sold them, got rid of them. Gone. But that shoe is dope. It is a dope shoe. They put a lot of work in that shoe. The fur that's on that shoe, they look like they ripped it right off the cow, stuck it right on the shoe, man. A lot of people skateboarding in them, having fun with those shoes. That is a colorful shoe. And in my opinion, that is the reason that it cannot be sneaker of the year, because I don't think it's highly rockable. I don't think that most people are going to be walking around with that shoe on their feet. They might get it and keep it as a gem. And I think it would be worth more than the shoe I picked for sneaker of the year? Yes, possibly down the line, years later, maybe. I think it could. I think it could be one of those shoes that get up to $5,000, maybe one day. And trust me, I thought about all this before I sold them. But this sneaker right here that I'm going to talk about right now, that's my number 1 sneaker of the year. And at the end of the year, I'm going to keep this same energy. I actually sold the Chunky Dunkies and bought these. You know what I'm saying? And it will be the women's release Off-White 4s. These go hard. These are fire. Bruh, the pictures were just fire, and I knew that if I couldn't get them on that when they released that day, which everybody in the world couldn't get, you know what I'm saying? It was impossible. Then I tried with the Finish Line and all that for Chicago, which was Chicago and LA, to hit on those, which was impossible. Then they announced that they wasn't releasing these in size 13 on Nike out, And I was like, what? Sneakers App's not releasing them in size 13 up for men size 13 up? So that was a bummer. So I went ahead and went with the 12.5, and luckily I can fit them easily. If I get my feet start hurting a little bit, I'll take the sole out these things. Man, these things are fire, bro. fire. You can wear so many fits with this, a neutral colorway. Put any kind of shoelace in these things, even though I think these are the best shoelaces to rock, the ones in them. Put any color in it and rock it with any fit. Gonna be killing it in the fall this year, dog. We'll be killing it in the fall. Believe it. Believe it. And this to me is the sneaker of the year. Yes, I know. Women, a lot of women got blessed with these early shock drop on these. And to me, that was the smartest thing by Virgil and Nike to do that. Jordan Brand. Very, very smart, because all the men, you can bet, wanted this shoe. I'm telling you, they can sit here and lie now because they don't want to spend thousands of dollars on it. I get it. But you wanted this sneaker because this colorway, what's not to like about this colorway, man? What's not to like? A lot of people are hating on this, saying this colorway is not it. Bruh, it's definitely it. It's definitely it. And then in my opinion, I mean, I don't care what people say. In my opinion, these are better than the off-white Red Forces coming out. Now that shoe is dope. I'm not saying it's not dope. I'm just saying these are better. And I think this is sneaker of the year because you can do a lot with it. You can wear it with a lot more fits. And it's just fire. It's just fire. Okay, people, that's it, man. That's been a vid. So y'all comment down below what you think of my list and tell me what you think sneaker of the year means, and tell me what you think your sneaker of the year is. I'm interested to know, man. So comment down below. Comment down below in the comment section, sneaker of the year. If you made it this far, then I'll know you made it and watched the whole video. It's been your boy Big Mike. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you for coming through. Until next time.